Hi everyone, my name's Liz Hardwick and welcome to this session for One Tech World. Today we are going to be creating together AI assisted to-do lists. So let's get stuck in. We've got a short time together. Let me share my screen. We're going to do some activities and some demos as well. So if you can, get your phone or a browser to hand. Let's get to it. Okay, so let's start with just a little bit of an overview of who I am and what we're going to do with this session. So, AI assisted to do lists, turning your thoughts into actions with simple AI tools that we're all about. It's probably something that you already have a tool for, and you're just maybe not using it to the best of your ability. So, what are we going to do on our short time together today? We're going to look at how to use AI tools and the voice note tool inside your particular chosen tool. I'm going to use ChatGPT today, but if you haven't got a option already, ChatGPT and Copilot do offer free programs that you can have a little play about with. So that can be something that we do together today. Either on your phone device or on a computer desktop as we go as well. We'll be working with little short activities today in our time together. We're then going to create a bespoke, simple workflow for you. What works for you? What systems? Going from your ideas, your thought dumps, your just getting your voice down onto paper, your ideas down onto paper. We're going to use that in a digital way. And then also I want to share with you the perfect task item format to help, because this will help you whether you decide to use an AI assisted tool or not. This is how you get the best out of creating each individual task item, with the likelihood you're much more quicker, speedier, much more likely to actually action on the task list. So that's kind of what we're going to do with the session. If you want to grab the free resources, so there's some little elements, some step-by-steps to do to recap what we're going to do in the session today. But there's also a 10-minute AI tool session online there, free course. You've also got a free gifted webinar, normally £30 in the UK, around Todoist, which is my favourite task management app. So grab the QR code or productivityclub.co.uk/AITDL, stands for to-do lists. Okay, everyone got that? Beautiful. All right. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Okay, fabulous. We'll do that at the end as well. So if we haven't met before, my name's Liz. It's lovely to see some of you coming back to these sessions. I know some of you we've joined sessions together before, so it's great to see you back. I'm a global professional speaker as part of my job. I have 3 digital businesses and I love to work smarter, not harder. Ask a busy person to do something, right? But I also love the idea of balance. I love 4-day work weeks. I work 10 months a year when I can, and I love to travel and have that balance as part of that. I do all my own comms, all my own leads and my funnels. I'm not outsourcing that to people, so I am being productive. I used to work in broadcasting where deadlines were absolute, critical. If you didn't do something, you were off air. So I understand that kind of environment where we're high pressure and we're needing to do a lot of stuff very quickly. Making decisions can sometimes be the hardest thing. And I hope today that I can share with you how we can craft our to-do list to take some of that energy and that brain work out of the process. So if we haven't met before, it's lovely to connect with you. Please do come find me on LinkedIn. So let's have a look at the perfect task item format before we get into the practical, because this will help you utilize the AI tools much better. Again, we all know data in, data out. We've heard that before. It's only as good as the prompt that you're giving these AI tools. So if we can give the prompt, the tool, a format in which we want to craft our system, craft our to-do list, it understands the way that we want to do it, and we can better understand how we then give it the right information. So it might be it's just a brain dump, and then you ask it to convert it into a more refined task item list. It also might be that you just want to use this system in your existing task system, be it paper-based to-do list or something like Todoist as the task management app. That's the one that I love. So 4 parts. A clear action. Rather than Claire, because I've done that sometimes, I've just put Claire in the calendar or Claire on a task management app. At the time I'm sort of doing something else, so I think that name is just going to be enough to prompt me to do the thing that I thought I needed to do. Sometimes it's not, so we need to be as clear as possible. Reply to Claire. Where does it live? We spend a huge amount of time with omni-channel these days saying, is it on LinkedIn? Where did that message come from? Did they WhatsApp me? Do I need to email them back? All of that is about where it lives, what platform. So if we can be specific from the offset inside our task items, we're speeding up that process. How long will it take? That gives us a really helpful refine of the to-do list, especially if a lot of your items are in the Eisenhower matrix, for example, high importance, high urgency. If you're currently always in that mode, how you choose what to do first, you can use some of these systems. If it's something that will take 5 minutes, you might prioritize that differently than if something that's going to take 3 hours. So the more information we can put in this task item, the better. And then when's it due? Is there a due date to it? Is it a due stamp if we're using a digital system? Is it something that we need to do by the end of the week, for example, when we're telling these AI systems how to process our tasks? Bear that in mind. Okay, so either please take a screenshot of that right now, or just note that down if you're doing digital notes or a pen and paper, because we will come back to that. I'll reshare my screen a little bit, but if you've got those elements for now, that will help you for our first activity together. Okay, we got that? Beautiful. All right, so we're going to move on. I want to show you what 2 tools look like today. It's the ones that I work with most with our clients. I do masterclasses and one-to-one sessions as well as keynotes. And the 2 hot AI tools at the moment where we're, kind of getting it to process large language learning models is ChatGPT and Copilot. They're the 2 biggies in my world. The Copilot does have one for free. So if you struggle to find that, just type in free Copilot into a search engine. It normally pops up. It also enables you to not have to log in either. There are pros and cons of using these tools without logging in. It does mean it doesn't save the formats that you're going to teach it today. But if you're worried about data issues, then that can be a little bit of a workaround. So today we're going to look at voice tools inside the AI resources. It might also be that you've got the app on your phone. So I've got ChatGPT here on my phone. It's coming up as just as a what can I help you with. It's got the voice, like little squiggly waveform on my phone next to the Ask ChatGPT. There's also a little microphone though. There is a difference. So the microphone in ChatGPT, because you'll notice the second one there is Copilot. The first one is ChatGPT, which is here. The microphone is like a dictate. So it just changes your audio into text, which is very similar if you're going to be using your phone. It's as if you were doing a voice note and translating it. So using the onboard system on your phone with the microphone, press and hold that down, and then it translates into text. It's not the voice tool as such where we're going to have a conversation with it. So it's going to ask us questions, and then we're going to tell it something, and then we're going to have a real conversation with this AI voice mode. So it's called voice mode. You're looking for a little squiggly waveform in ChatGPT. If you want to open your ChatGPT app or open it on the desktop in front of you now. Or if you're on Copilot, there is only that little microphone tool. So if you're on the desktop version, then you just need that little microphone icon there. So that's the slight difference. Microsoft Copilot, the Talk to Copilot, is still going back and forwards. We're still having a conversation with these tools. Okay, so pick your tool of choice. If you've never done anything like that before, Copilot free is the one to go for, to have a little play about with in our time together. I'll go through the activity. I'll demo it on my screen. I'll cancel out of these slides now, and I'll show you what we're up to in I'm going to open it in ChatGPT. I do have a paid for version, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo it in a free version for you, so that if you are all just using the free version, you can still use it without adding in any extra payments. I would say if you do like this process, you do like the idea, there is a benefit to using the pay for options because they will save the formatting. You can tell it that the ideal perfect task format in what we've just created there, those 4 elements in the process. We can tell it that, but we could also create our own GPT, our own little bot inside ChatGPT, for example. And each time we want to create a task system, it remembers the formats and the way we like to do things. That's the benefit of creating your own GPT, your own little bot inside those tools. But generally, you do have to choose a pay for option for that. So let's open my ChatGPT and we shall have a little play together. Okay. So you can see that ChatGPT, I've just hidden my menus for the sake of privacy for this session. And we've got the box here. We could add file, we could just manually type it in, but I'm after this use voice this time. So I'm going to start asking it questions. I'm just going to do you a little demo. I'm then going to pause and then I'm going to give you some time to have a go at the activity. I'm going to go silent, pop up some prompts on the screen so you can work through those and we'll see how we get on together. Okay, so I'm going to demo now what I would like you to do as a kind of repeat after me session. So I'll do 30 seconds of that and then I'll come back to you in the room as you will. Okay, so I'm going to click this use voice. Hi chat, I'd like you to help me create a really optimized task system with a load of ideas I've got in my head right now that need to be task items.
Absolutely. Let's get all those ideas out first. Just brain dump every task or thought, big or small, and we'll organize them into a clear system afterward.
Fabulous. Okay, so I've got a list. I need to email Sandra the PDF lookbook by the end of the day. I need to send Kate the booking details about the one-to-one coaching session via WhatsApp. I need to review the meeting notes for the GG client. The documents are in the Microsoft 365 portal. I need to upgrade the Android tablet, but it might take me a while because I don't really know where I'm going to start. Probably need to do some research in it first. Not quite sure what version it needs. I'm going to process all the paper files and put in the relevant folders for archiving. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, so that might take a while. I want to read Liz's 7-day focus formula system. It's got 7 emails and it's going to send me one every day. So that needs to be a daily item for the next 7 days. I need to create the slides for the Todoist webinar talk. I need to create a free resources page for it and on the learning portal. And I need a QR code and then a website link to go with it to put on the slides. So I need to do that after. I need to do that before I've done the slides.
Perfect. Now that we've got all that, I'll shape it into a system. Each task will be clear, have a time estimate, and a due point. Give me a moment to format it into a neat, actionable list for you.
Okay, so can you also add in my format for the task system that I've got in mind? So I want each item to have a clear action, where it lives, the time it'll take, and when it's due, please.
Absolutely. I'll break each task down following your format. Clear action, where it lives, estimated duration, and due time. Let's optimize this list for action.
Brilliant. Yes, please.
All right, here we go. First, email Sandra the PDF lookbook. It lives in email, should take 10 minutes, and it's due today. Second, send Kate the booking details on WhatsApp, about 5 minutes, also due today. Third, review the GG client notes on Microsoft 365, about 30 minutes, due by end of day tomorrow. Fourth, research and upgrade the Android tablet, potentially 2 hours, no hard deadline, but aim by the end of the week. Fifth, process paper files into folders, about 90 minutes, aim for end of the week. 6. Read Liz's focus formula daily emails, 10 minutes each day for 7 days, starting tomorrow. 7. Create slides for the Todoist talk, 60 minutes, due in a week. 8th, create the free resources page and QR code, 45 minutes, due before the slides, so let's say 5 days from now. How does that sound as a structure?
Brilliant. Can you now put that into an itemized individual list, numbered, single line, no extra filler words?
1. Email Sandra PDF lookbook, email 10 min, due today. 2. WhatsApp Kate booking details, WhatsApp 5 min, due today. 3. Review GG client notes, Microsoft 365, 30 min, due tomorrow. 4. Research and upgrade Android tablet, research 2 hours, due end of week. 5. Process paper files, archive 90 min, due end of week. 6. Read focus formula email, daily 10 min each, next 7 days. 7. Create Todoist slides 60 min, due in 7 days. 8. Create free resources page and QR code, web 45 min, due in 5 days.
Brilliant. Thank you. And then we can end the call there, otherwise she'll keep talking to us. So I want to give you a couple of minutes to do that in whatever your chosen system is. So I'm going to put the sort of the format back on the screen for you. Find that voice system that's relating to your particular tool that you've got in mind, and then we'll have a little play together before we wrap up. That's the idea. Brain dump it, ask it how you want it to format, use that structure that we've set out there together. And so I'll put some timers on the screen. I'll do 3 minutes on a little clock in front of us. It'll pop up about here. And then what I'll do is I'll set that timer, and then I'll put the screen back up with the structure. And then I'm going to go quiet. So it's not that the recording stopped. I'm just expecting you to see what you can get out of it. And if you can, do this now. Actually get onto the activity and voice note your ideas into your chosen system. 3 minutes starting now. Okay, your time's up on that activity. I hope that was fun, and I hope you can see that that will then be the pattern that you can use moving forward. So if you weren't happy with the system or the layout or the questions or the order, you can then just continue the conversation and go, okay, actually, I need to prioritize number one instead. Once you've numbered it, that will make it easier for you to reference back and forwards. Like, please put number three at the top, shuffle it round. Prioritize in the order of duration, shortest first, longest last. So you can really shuffle it around without having to manually do that for you. So you might have previously done that with the text-based items within your AI systems like Copilot or ChatGPT, but we're using the voice to have a better conversation and be able to brain dump those ideas out of our head. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you've had a great little play around with that. We are really short on time for this session today, but some takeaway actions for you. Do continue to have the conversation with your tool, really refine it. If you really like the idea that it knows the format and it saves it, keep that, save it, take a screenshot, collect the resources and the downloads. Your resources are there. There's a QR code there. There's also some free co-working if you want to come join us. That would be fantastic. And I'll hopefully see you at another event, a masterclass, or some sort of session somewhere soon. I am on LinkedIn, so please do come say hi if you want to connect with me on there. Have a great rest of your session. Enjoy.